This is the Sound Peats Air 4 Pro. And if you've been looking for a pair of quality wireless earbuds with a budget price, I suggest you stick around. The first thing that I noticed when I opened these up was the see-through design that they used on the case and on the earbuds themselves. Now, this is really cool in my opinion because it makes it look like a machine rather than a pair of earbuds. You can see everything that went into making these earbuds. So that's definitely unique compared to other earbuds. But if you don't like the see-through design, and you can get these in black, white, and yellow as well. But personally, the see-through design has to be my favorite. On the back of the earbuds, there is a logo that doubles down as a touch interface. You can use this touch interface to control a lot of things. For example, controlling the volume, pausing the music, skipping the music, activating noise cancellation and pass-through, which we'll get to in a minute. Also turning on game mode, which is a feature that these come with. These also have a sensor so that when you put it in your ear and then you take it out, it will automatically sense that it's been taken out and it pauses the music or video that you're watching temporarily until you put it back on. So yeah, similar thing that Apple AirPods Pro use, and I found that it worked flawlessly. The build quality here is actually pretty good. When I first opened the lid, it actually surprised me a lot. Everything was super rigid. I mean, it's plastic, but doesn't feel like plastic, if you know what I mean. Similar to what the Apple AirPods Pro feel like, if not better. So yeah, I try to move things around with putting some force on them, and yeah, this is not going anywhere. And it feels super snappy to open and close this lid, and nothing feels soft at all about this. So I wouldn't be surprised if these last a long time, which is definitely a good sign. The charging port on the case itself is using USB-C, which is good to see. There's also a little button which you can use for putting the earbuds into pairing mode, but it actually blends in with the rest of the earbuds. So there's no real indicator that this is a button, and I actually had a hard time finding it at first. As for the features, these do come with Bluetooth 5.3, which is good to see. But the main advertising point of these earbuds was the Snapdragon aptX chip that they used inside this, which is meant to give you lossless audio and a higher bandwidth. What they forgot to mention though is that only a few Android phones support this right now, and if you have an older Android phone or a newer iPhone, this feature won't really mean much to you. I wouldn't worry about it too much because it won't make that much of a difference when it comes to real life scenarios. I was still curious to see the latency on these, so I connected them to my computer, turned on game mode by double tapping the left earbud, and jumped into a game. I must say that I'm very impressed. I did not detect any latency between my clicks and when the sound was delivered. I'm sure that these have worse latency than wireless headsets made for gaming, but I was not able to really notice it, which is a very good sign. The mapping on these was crazy good as well. I could easily tell where the enemy was coming from before they got to me. The sound also feels super natural. It is better than some gaming headsets that I've owned, which is crazy to say. I honestly would be happy with playing competitive games with these, which is just nuts. The noise cancellation is advertised to reduce noise up to 45 decibels. I did notice that when I was walking in public in the city, that the noise around me was significantly reduced. So I think that's a really good feature there. But when I put these on at home where there's not much noise and I turned on the noise cancellation, there was a little buzzing sound that was just present and it became very distracting very quick. Now this might just be with my particular earbuds, but for full transparency, I do need to mention this. For reference, the noise cancellation on the Apple AirPods Pro is slightly better, but these cost 3 times or 4 times as much. So that doesn't really mean much. But yeah, noise cancellation, definitely a plus. As for the pass-through mode, I did like it. It definitely makes everything around you sound louder than they normally would. So yeah, if you want to have a conversation while listening to music, I think that's definitely a useful mode to have. The mic sound is decent on these. It's definitely nothing groundbreaking, but it definitely does the job. Take a listen for yourself. This is a test of the Sound Peats Air 4 Pro. The sound quality on these is definitely unique. I can hear a lot of detail, which is probably why it was really good at picking up footsteps when I was playing video games. Now this can be really good if you want a natural sound, but for certain people that just want a bass heavy sound, this is not going to be it for you. The sound that comes out of here is not exaggerated and it's very natural. I think some people will like that and some people will not. So it's definitely a personal preference. But for what it's worth, I think that it's very impressive that they went with a natural, clean sound rather than just trying to exaggerate the sound. So that's definitely a thumbs up in my books. And for reference, I definitely do prefer the sound on these to my AirPod Pros, which is a really good sign. The advertised battery life on these is 6 hours on the earbuds themselves, and total of 26 hours with the charging case. I think that's going to be very sufficient for almost anyone, unless you listen to music for more than 6 hours at a time. I've been using them for a few weeks now since I got them, and I still haven't charged them, which is a good sign as well. To wrap it up, I think that these are really good earbuds for the price. For $90 AUD or $60 USD, you get almost perfect earbuds, which is really good to see. There's almost no point of weakness on these except for the weird sound that the active noise cancellation was making when everything was silent. So yeah, these are definitely great value options and I could definitely see myself buying these, and yeah, I do recommend them. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thank you.